Hello, my lovely, mystical, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to Oracle Conversations. This is your end of the year energy gathering and conversation. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, donating, checking out the description box. Not checking out the description box. Please know that you are appreciated. Thank you for views. Thank you for watching. Listen, if I say anything that transpired that resonates, don't resonate, if you feel like expressing yourself, please do in the comments, okay? We're having a conversation here, and your energy pops out right away. This will be July. We'll do July, August, September, October, November, December. And let me tell you something. July is July into August is magical. And, all of these conjunctions and this kite trine type energy of things working together for your good, mixed in with the Capricorn full moon, power moon, super moon, whatever they want to call it. I mean, it was super close. I got to see a great view of it. It was gorgeous and huey in a mystical orangey peachy type of way. And I love Pisces readings. You guys always want to go so mystical. You always want to explore the magic. I'm down. I'm here for it though. And you are growing from that and expanding into that. And as I say that, commitment comes out. I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential, even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires. I know they have vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. There is something about that Pisces be knowing. That Pisces be knowing when that Pisces be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be knowing. And sometimes you can just rest in the knowing. Empress, you can just rest in the knowledge of the knowing. Okay, we're going to pull a Soul's Journey, and then I'm going to pull an Abraham Hicks cards because that's what you guys wanted, and that's what I'm going to do. But understand that where you go will grow, and you're just going to grow your gratitude, your love space, and your ajna. I love it. And you're going to communicate. That's all that you're doing now. I'm just growing my love space. Okay, the fact that the blue is here, that's your throat chakra, your communication. You may be unblocking these things. You may be just aligning your chakras all together. But the blues and the greens is true. Okay, the green and the purples and the blues. Okay, so that heart space is being expanded, knowing that as long as you commit yourself to the routines and the rituals that it is that you want to do, everything else is going to come. Discipline is a producer. Okay, I follow a young lady, calls herself a Red Witch. She does glamour magic, and if you see her, you would you would know she does glamour magic. She's absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and has flawless skin, and she speaks a lot of truths. But discipline is the producer. And not that you haven't always known this, Pisces, but I think you're becoming more in grasp with it. You're aligning yourself with it more. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna stick to the workout regimen. Or I might not work out every day, but I'm going to at least work out 3 times a week, okay? Because staying committed to the regime is what's going to bring the blessings. It's not about working out every day and busting your bones into the ground so that you can produce results. I'm sure if you did the workout more, the results will come faster, but you just want the effects of the workout, the feel good throughout the day, the energy boost that it gives, the other benefits, not necessarily the physique and the form, but more about the other stuff that working out gives. You get what I'm saying? And this just applies to anything in your life, Pisces. Think about it. Think about the things that you're going to read more about finances so that you get more financially literate in regards to how you spend your money, when you spend your money, your budgeting. Okay, you're getting more in tune and aligned to how relationships work, and where you need to give and where you need to, when you need to concede and when you need to actually stand your ground for your boundaries, things of that nature. You're getting healthily aligned with committing yourself with certain disciplines, rituals, and regimes so that you can produce a thing for your life. See what I'm saying? Makes sense? I'm sure it does. Let's pull an Abram Hicks. And yes, they're flipped all kinds of ways. It doesn't matter with these cards. You can't read words upside down. Okay? 47. Which is an 11, divine number, divine order, understanding the thing, coming together with it. Only I know what is appropriate for me. Here we go. When you remember that everyone who acts is given, then how wonderful and appropriate it is for you to make the choices for you. For the universe operates much more efficiently without a middleman interceding on your behalf. You always know in the moment what is best for you. You know what's best for you. You know that eating meat is not good for you. Someone else could probably eat 10 cows throughout the day. And I'm sorry if that sounds really gross to you, but I know people who eat red meat like that. Okay. And their physique is awesome. And they don't have any cardiovascular issues or no blood issues or no, they're very healthy person. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know how they're, and they did tell me they only eat a special type of beef and things of that nature. But they know what works for them in their body. Just like you know what works for you and yours. You know you need 10 salads. And you need to eat 12 handfuls of certain nuts so that you get your protein. Like, you know what you need for yourself, just like they know what they need for their self. You know what you need for your higher self. You know you need to stay tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, so you meditate on a regular basis. You need to, and other people know, you are aligning yourself with the things that it is that you want. Staying grateful that you're tapped in and tuned in and turned on. Grateful that you have the knowledge for yourself to know that this works for me and I don't. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are letting other people lead them. And then, there'll be a health coach that tells you that you need to eat this way every day in order to be good, healthy on the inside. In order to lose a certain amount of weight, you need to eat exactly this way. And then you eat that way and you gain 50 pounds. And you're like, what's going on? I did the regimen down to the letter because it doesn't work for you. So now you have to find another regimen that works for you. Or the person that's helping you has to find another regimen that works for you. Because it's not that one. This is why, drinking those teas and things and specialties here and blah, 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 blah. That's great. They do help boost energy. They do help you do a thing or have a thing. But they're not the end all be all. Things coincide with one another. And I think we as humans forget that. We use one thing and we let it tell us that this is all we need. Kind of like Christianity. They'll tell you this is all you need. You don't need anything else. But the truth of the matter is you do need outside sources of information. You do need to realize that there's a whole world operating around you that does not abide by those laws, rules, regulations. So you need to understand how that works so that you can operate in this life properly, healthy, mentally strong, physically strong. It's just you knowing what works for you. It's you understanding that it's been you all the time. Yep, it's been you all the time, Pisces. You are the one that needs to be the shot caller in regards to your situation and circumstances. It's what you say yes to and what you say no to. Has nothing to do with anyone else. Okay? And the people that are for you or against you are really non-factors. After you make your decision is where you see them placed on the board, and then move the pieces around as you see fit and necessary. Queen of Pentacles. Come on, talk that talk. tangible things, in charge of tangible things, moving tangible things around so that you can have more tangible things. The organizer of tangible things, right? Look at her telling him, you missed the spot. I don't know why I thought this was 2 cards. Look at her telling him, you missed the spot. He like, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, queen. My bad, queenie. You know, putting it all in order, serving your gratitude, and then understanding that you are the one that calling shots, like I said. He's on the ground, you're in the chair. Knowing that you are enough for whatever it is you want. The relationship, the career, the family, the car, the clothes, the hoes, whatever it is you want, Pisces. Okay, you are enough for it. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself. And the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. And let me just say this. Let me just say this to you, okay? When I ever feel like I'm out of place, or, you know, I've loaded myself with too many things to where I'm doubting my situation and circumstances, my places and things where I'm at, I will go somewhere where I know I'm appreciated. Like, I will either leave town and meet new people, like, because a new atmosphere, those people don't know you. They don't have any judgment of you. And if they do, those aren't the people that's going to come over to you and buy you a drink or say hi or whatever that you're going to have conversation with. And if you do, it's going to be something that you can take with you or enjoy, you know, something that's going to boost what it is that you're looking for. I think we forget that we can remove things out of our atmosphere and go into atmospheres that will help us gain the thing that we need, whether it's an energy boost, whether it is knowledge, whether it is a lead to our next move, right? We can go to those atmospheres. We can shift our own places and spaces. Even though you can't move right away, go visit Chicago anyway. Even though you can't leave the country, but you have a passport, go ahead and go to Mexico or Brazil or Ecuador or whatever it is that you're thinking about going to. Go ahead and go. Go ahead and go. Explore it, see it, get to know the app, you know what I mean? Like truly do some investigating into it and see if that is a shift that you should be making, or maybe it should be another place. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, always. I fumbled the bag on that, but guess what? I learned. And then created a new bag from that. Listen, there was a girl on TikTok, and I hate that I don't have her handle, but she was talking about how she was making something with crochet, and she just couldn't get it right, no matter how many YouTube videos she watched, no matter how many instructionals. So she just put all of that down one day and started doing her own thing. And now she makes hand crocheted bags. And they're fabulous, by the way. From a failure, from a mistake. You know, great things come out of that. 51, 5 is a 6, overcoming. In my appreciation, I offer no resistance. Appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in the universe. Appreciate those failures. Appreciate those mistakes, because those are the things that are going to move you into higher ground. We have to appreciate all aspects of us. Stop hating the girl in the, a long time ago. A long time ago. I used to look myself in the mirror and be like, you are such a dork. You are such a failure. You are such a bum. Like, I used to actually look myself in the mirror and say that kind of stuff. And I think about that frequently. I'm just like, you're an idiot for that. Like, I appreciate you for that, Natasha, but you were an idiot for that, because you're creating something that has never been created before. Like, you don't know what that looks like. Nobody knows what that looks like. You know, and there's going to be mistakes. Like, Thomas Edison made so many mistakes before he actually created what he created, right? Like, you know, Einstein, failure after failure after failure after, like, these people, most of these people are really old before people started being like, oh, you know what, his math is on to something. Oopsie, my bad, guy. You were really right about electricity. My fault. Oops. You really can do that. You really can make that. 8 of Pentacles. Most 8s in the tarot are struggle bus energy. I just call it struggle bus energy. Doesn't mean it's not coming, because Pentacles is tangible energy. But the fact that there's 2 here, back to back, you may be working on something financial, gaining something, parts of the learning, the failures, the ups and downs. It's like, oh, great, my spiritual channel is growing. You know, you started a YouTube channel, and it's like, oh, okay, well, they like the try-on hauls, but they don't like the wig videos. Or they like the, you know, they like the motorcycle videos, but they don't really like, you know, the skateboarding videos. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what your genre is, or niche, or whatever it is that you're linking up with when it comes to creating what it is you're creating, right? Okay, they like the candied grapes, but they don't like the candied apples. Okay, they like the candied grapes, they like the candied oranges, but they don't like candied apricots, right? You might be one of those people who put the candy on the fruit, right? Anything creative, think about it. You may make these. Taking your tourmalines and your rocks and putting in and using your tool. You may make jewelry. Okay, they like the earrings, but not so much the bracelets. Or maybe there's some things I can change about the bracelets. If I turn them into sets, then they'll want them more. Or, you know, all kinds of things. This could be anything. I tell people all the time, this is your life, not mine. All is okay. All that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, anger, fear, anxiety, rejection, or overwhelm. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my high expansion. The emotions lead me to my high expansion. Your thoughts, control them. You are in control of your thoughts, how you feel, what you say. And people be like, no, I'm just really down. And then you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, listen, we're not okay, sad energy. We're done with you. You've been around for 4 days. You gotta go to somebody else's house and stay. Like, it's time for you you're just a visitor, sir. You're just a visitor, sir. Okay, I know that I invited you in because I felt bad about this relationship, or I felt bad about losing my job, or I felt bad about this not working for me as I'm trying to learn this kind of art technique, or this whatever technique, or whatever. I'm going to take both of these. Guilt and acceptance came out. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Hello. Is that not what we were just talking about? Accepting, knowing where you're going, knowing what it is that you have, what it is that you're doing. Where it is that you're going to be in life, the steps that it's going to take for you to get there, and not telling yourself the unnecessary bull, right? And I love how the other chakra colors are moving in on us. It's very necessary for you to understand that you have to accept ego, failure, just as much as you accept blessings, abundance, love. They must be, and you should accept them in the same way. Welcome your failures in just as much love, harmony, and excitement as you do your abundance and your joy. You have to, you should be accepting those in the same way. 54. 9. My slightest, reduced as a 9. My slightest improvement is of such great value. There is tremendous value when you are able to deliberately cause even the slightest improvement in the way you feel. For even in that small emotional improvement, you may have regained a measure of control. You no longer feel powerless. And so your trek back up the emotional scale is now not only possible, but it is relatively easy. Great value is giving you movement, understanding. Okay, I'm just showing this to you again. Understanding that there is tremendous value when you are able to deliberately cause even the slightest improvement in the way you feel. Taking yourself from depressed, sad states into happy ones. Knowing that you have the power to do that. And I didn't say it was easy. Okay? Before you come at me in the comments. Right. Plug yourself in. I didn't say it was easy. Come on, Siri. Never said it was easy. Didn't know that was going to happen. But we have time to finish. Plenty of time to finish. Okay. Which is why you need to accept the guilt. Which is why you need to accept the failure. And have gratitude for it. Just like you do the blessings that come into your life. There's not enough of us balancing out great acceptance in the failures. Like I love now, before I hated it, but I love now when I make mistakes, because it's like, it stings, but I get it. Okay, that's good. That's good that you know that about yourself, Tasha. Whew. Ooh, now you know that you ain't gonna do that no more. Right? 10 of Wands, hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. It's getting better, get great later. Okay, Wands energy, fire sign energy. Initiation energy, I like to call it. Anytime you see Wands, it's an initiation. It's a firm something. Yes, no. It could even be a firm maybe, for real, but it's a firm one. It's a firm one. Creator of happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy, happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. Realizing that you have more say in how you feel and what you do than you think you do. The balance. Have we not been talking about the balance? Like loving the failures just as much as the successes, right? You have to love your depression just like you love your joy. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment of others, without judgment of myself, without judgment or being judgmental, and understanding that balance, and this is another thing I say about depression. Invite it in. Have a seat with it. Let it. And people are like, you don't understand. It just lasts so long. Hermit mode. Think about depression as hermit mode. It has a time span to happen, right? Energy comes and goes. You are an energy shifter as part human and part spiritual being. So you can shift that energy. You have the power to shift that energy. Now it's up to you to instill the power to shift the energy. It's up to you to make the decision. That is where you have the power. The power is in your decision. Okay, listen, I'm feeling sad. I don't really want to be around people. I'm going to give myself 2 days. The 2 days pass and you still feeling sad. Okay, you get one more day. You get one more day to not shower. You get one more day to not brush your teeth. You get one more day to just sit in this, whatever this is, in this darkness. But while you're in the darkness, I'm not going to say watch happy things, but watch things that will be innovative to you. Watch things that will be inspiring to you. Watch things that will help you grow while you're in your darkness, right? Shed yourself a little light while you're down there. And then on the 3rd day or the 4th day, however many days you give yourself, it's like, okay, today is the day you're going to actually take a shower or a bath. You know, you don't feel like standing up in the shower. Well, sit down and find a way to compromise, concede, balance it out with yourself. Okay, well, if you don't feel like showering or getting in the bath, then take a real good wash up. Fill your sink up with some soapy water and just rub your arms down. Rub your hands down. Rub your face down. Rub your, another part of your body down. And just see how that makes you feel. If that makes you feel really good, then just go ahead and get in the shower. Right there. Don't wait. It might motivate you to get into the shower. You'd be surprised at what some cold water or some soapy water or something refreshing to you will do and shift your mood. There's all kinds of ways to be done, but you have to be willing to put in some of the work. And that is where we have the issue as humans on this experience. We don't want to do nothing. Honestly, if we're honestly, truly honest with ourselves, we don't want to really do anything, but we know that there has to be some type of action done on our side in order to have any of the things that we want. I am rediscovering the art of allowing my natural well-being. What didn't I tell you? 15 is a 6. We call this discipline the art of allowing. It is the art of allowing the well-being which makes up every particle. Okay. It is the art of allowing the well-being which makes up every particle of that which you are and that which you come from to continue to flow through you as you continue to be. Allowing balance. Yes, I am telling you, be depressed, but put a time frame on it. I am telling you, but I'm telling you, be conscious about putting a time frame on it. Be conscious about the time frame that you put into being depressed. And I know that it's harder for some than others to just snap out of it, so to speak, because technically it's not something that you snap out of. I don't have all the scientific terms, but it's not something that you snap out of. It is something that you wean yourself into the next energy shift. Wean yourself into something more uplifting. And I think it's going to be a lot easier for you to do than you think that it is once July and August pass and the energy begins to shift in favorable ways for you to be able to take heed and do the things that's necessary for you to do so that you can have the things that it is that you want to have. Okay, my lovely Pisces, 8 of Cups, fulfilling, trying to be fulfilling, headed towards fulfillment. Cups, energy, right? Walking away when you may not really want to walk away. The tug of war between what it is you want to have and what it is you want to do. The emotional tug of war of maybe something lustful in your life is really good to you. You don't want to let go. Or again, depression just lingered too long and it's like, I want to let this go, but I really feel bad about it. It's time. It's always been time. Now you need to make time, Pisces, for the clearing. You have the power, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how. Now I'm gonna need you to instill the desire and the want so that you can get it done. See that? Today I release limiting belief, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Yep. July, August, September, October, November. Remember, energy is fluid. That's why I do these this way. Nobody should need a reading every day for everything all the time. Okay? If you're watching tarot that much, please start a channel. Okay? Because you need to be exuding the energy that you're taking in. Someone else can learn from you. If you're watching that much, you already know what a lot of these readers are going to say before they say them. Right? You've watched enough to learn. You should just go on ahead and teach it. Okay? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That really is what love is. Seeing the good in all things at all times. Seeing the good in all things, in all times. I'm going to move this over a little bit. I just realized I'm out of frame. Yeah, there we go. But love is always the answer. Seeing the good in a situation. What, even if it's separation, even if it is death, even if it is something that you are not accustomed to. I am a vibrational being. I am a vibrational being in a vibrational environment. 9. You are even in your physical expression of flesh, blood, and bone, a vibrational being. And everything you experience in your physical environment is vibrational. And it is only through your ability to translate vibration that you are able to understand your physical world at all. How else do you think you can connect to this physical world in any way, shape, form, or fashion? You think that is by accidentiante? No. You are divinely made it that way. You are divinely created that way so that both vibrations can come together and create. Which is why you can thoughtfully will things into your life. Because your human vibration is agreeing with your spiritual vibration, which is agreeing with the most high vibration, and voila, you have it. Humans call it magic. Because we need a word to describe things that we don't understand. That's the only reason why it's called magic. We need a word to describe things. That's the reason most things are called the things that they are called. NGandCO. Amen. And Ashe. Ace of Wands. You may have a fire sign around you, or maybe you're a fire sign in Vedic or something like that. That wants to have the same things with you that you want to have. And they want you to have it your way. Which is interesting for a fire sign to do. Personal journey. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. Enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. Yes, ride this life wave, Pisces. And I'm gonna keep the top card. What's the next one? Fear. Vulnerability. You don't like vulnerability? When I see fear, the first thing comes to mind is someone who does not like vulnerability, because you have to have vulnerability no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be love or whatever. You have to be vulnerable. You have to create a space of vulnerability to overcome fear. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Understanding that you have more power than you really realize you do, right? Coming to terms with that. Coming to terms with, not only do I have more power than I know, than I thought I did or felt that I did, but I can actually have all of the things that it is that I want in my life. It may not look like the way that I want it to look like specifically, not yet anyways, because I'm just gaining momentum. Right? You're just now gaining the momentum needed to create, have, do, and be. Creating the momentum to understanding energy work. Maybe you are newly awakened, newly realizing that you have powers that you didn't realize you did have. Going somewhere that you didn't know you could go prior to before. I can accept myself as a vibrational being. See what I'm saying? Freedom. Understanding that you are the vibe, Pisces. You are the vibe. You are the shift. You are the shifter. You are the vibrational creator. When you enter into a room or you enter into a space or you enter into someone's life, you shift things for them. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you shift things for them. Because you are a vibrational being, and you understand that. 24/6. Once you begin to accept yourself as a vibrational being who attracts all things that comes into your experience, once you understand the correlation between what you are thinking, feeling, and what you are receiving, you then hold the keys to get from wherever you are to wherever you want to be on all subjects. And this is why I read the way that I do, specifically, because we are vibrational beings all on different journeys, and it's all subjects, right? All Pisces placements. And I know the vagueness kills people, but my messages are meant for a broad amount of people. Why? Because I'm a vibrational match for a broad amount of people. Rich, poor, healthy, sick, in love, out of love. Because I've experienced life in its fullness in a lot of those areas, in the majority of those areas. Right? I've had and managed millions of dollars, and I also know what welfare looks like, what food stamps look like, what heat looks like. But I also know what being on yachts not just for the day, but for days at a time, out to sea. I know what international travel looks like. I know what VIP looks like. I know what prime real estate looks like. I know what exclusivity looks like. I also know what polyamory looks like. I also know what, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I've been through a lot of vibrational differences throughout this life. So it's easy for me to talk to all kinds of people from all walks of life. I can talk to what is some people would consider a bum on the street to someone who sits at Wall Street. And some people will look at me and say, I don't see that. I don't see that. You wouldn't. Because I'm not going to go on Wall Street looking like I look right now. I'm amongst you. So I look like you. I represent you. But when I'm in that atmosphere, I represent that atmosphere. I represent that vibrational match. Because I understand how much humans need to see a thing in order to believe a thing. So I have some Old Navy flip-flops and I got some Tory Burch ones. But they both, listen, when it's time to go outside, as long as I got some on my feet. You feel me? Okay, guys, listen. Pisces, you are always where you need to be, whether you like where you are or not. And I really, truly believe this is you learning your power. And not escaping it, not running from it. Like truly sitting down, gathering the balance, understanding what true freedom is for you, how to express all the things that it is that you want to express through love and gratitude and grasping failures and successes and understanding that all of them mean something, all of them are needed, and you will still be a great Pisces. You will still be the great Pisces it is that this world needs, but you have to experience some turbulence in order to, fly the private plane to your destination, And I truly believe that the last half of this year is you grasping that concept, understanding it, and mastering it. So 2023 better be on the lookout for you. Because you're already on the lookout for it. And I wish you all the blessings and the abundance and the goodness of the universe that wants to kiss and allow this to happen for you. That's going to flow with you as you flow with it so that it does happen for you. Blessings on your journey. Blessings, butterflies, and beautifulness. Prosperity, peace, and peaches. I love you, Pisces. Keep pushing, baby.